Where do you get your moss from, please? Well, let's make a terrarium and I'll show you. I'll start with my drainage layer made from white and tan sand. Then I'll add my terrarium soil. And as far as the moss goes, I live in the Pacific Northwest, so there's a ton of places to go hiking. I forage for my moss on these hikes. I make a point to only take small patches of moss from multiple locations, so that the moss has the ability to fill back in. Back at my studio, I cut the moss down to size for the project that I'm working on. I like using a variety of moss to give the terrariums more texture. Here, I'm using a piece of driftwood as my hardscape. I'm using smaller bits of moss to fill in any nooks and crannies. In order to help the soil retain its moisture, I make sure that I'm covering everything with either moss or rocks. I'm using a combination of larger and smaller stones for visual interest. Then I can add my cuttings. I'm adding 2 Fittonia cuttings and a cutting of string of frogs. I'll make sure that I push the nodes into the moist moss before replacing the cork top to hold in the humidity so this terrarium can thrive.